Hi everyone, my name is Matin and I'm working in the product team at Zenphi. This will be a two-part tutorial in which I'll first explain how you can create a personalized work from home policy document which can be created and styled using Google Docs. In the second part, I'll explain how we can do a mail merge to send a personalized email to a list of people which will be read actually from this list. So as you can see here, I've already created a Google Sheets document which has a list of our employees along with their emails and allowance. Now let's look at our template which I've already created. So as you can see, this is our template of our working from home policy, and we have set our parameters surrounded by curly brackets. One is here and the second one is our employee name. So this information will be received from the list of employees Google Sheets. However, you can style it to your needs. So I'm going to actually make the allowance a bit bigger. I'm going to make it, let's say, size 24 so it really stands out. And the rest I'll keep it as is. So from here we can go to Zenphi to create our flow. So I'm going to call it create work from home document. I'm going to set it to for the flow to kick off on a manual basis. And then from here we can drag and drop our needed actions to automate this process. So the first action that I want to drag on is a read rows action, which will read all of the rows within a Google Sheet. So first we need to give us access, and then we need to say what is the sheet that we want to read. It's in this folder and it should be called list of employees. Going to select it. Now we need to say which sheet it's the first one, and I'm going to keep unformatted values unselected. The range is going to be all of the rows, and now here we have a button called load columns which would load all of the heading names from our sheet. So the next file action that we need to drag is a for each. So we want to loop within each of those rows and generate a document. So we need to first say we want to loop through each of these rows that have data, and then we want to generate a document for each of these rows. So now we need to specify where can we find this template file. So ours is in the same folder in the document generation, and it's called, this is the file. And now we need to say where do we want to save this new file, in which folder. So it's going to be in the same folder in here, and then this is the folder, and it's going to ask us what do we want to call it. So I'm going to call it actually the name of the person, and we're going to generate a PDF. And now you can see when we selected this template, it automatically mapped all of the parameters that we specified before. So there is allowance and employee name. So we're going to read these from the read rows action here. So the first one for the allowance is going to be this one, the allowance from the Google Sheet, and the employee name is going to be the name. So now that's pretty much it. So we can publish this and we can actually test it to see all of our documents being generated. So you can see this folder is empty, and now I'm going to run and start this flow, and you can see an instant has been queued. So if we click on the recent runs icon, we can see it is executing a run of this flow. If we click on it, we can see what it's up to. We can see it's finished reading all of the rows in that sheet, and it's in the for each loop, and it's actually generating the document. So if we go here, we can see it's already actually created a document and a PDF document for me because I was the first person in that sheet. And now let's look here. My name is Matin Shogi and the allowance is $100. So we should hopefully see these two values being passed to this document. So the allowance is $100, and as you can see, it's larger as we defined and specified before, and my name is also passed through. So hopefully I've managed to explain to you how easy it is to first read rows from a Google Sheets file, get the values, and then pass it to a template which is created using Google Docs. In the next tutorial, I'm going to explain how we can send them using mail merge a personalized email to each one of those employees. Thank you for listening, and as always, any feedback is greatly appreciated. So either write your feedback request on our user voice, or you can email me directly. Thank you so much.